My first memory was on the banks of this river. I remember running down and putting my feet in the water and watching the fish when I was 4 years old. And I raced horses up and down its slopes.
Alright, so we're on the LBJ Ranch near Johnson City, Texas, and the Texas White House is kind of hidden behind those trees over there. But what Lyndon B. Baines Johnson used to do was he'd take people out in his car and he'd drive along the driveway, and then right here he would drive across this bridge, and right there it kind of goes down and the water level is even with the kind of the top of the car, halfway up the car. So the people would freak out. He'd drive across here and then he'd drive up this road out to there. Alright, so this is a little bit better view of the little ramp that goes down, and then you would actually drive through a little bit of water. So he would travel along that little cement area and then drive back up over here. Pretty cool. So when LBJ was president, this is the Texas White House, and they had a private airstrip, and that runway says restricted. So it goes all the way out this way. And then I believe I'll show you the Texas White House in a second. So this is the LBJ show barn. This is sort of an aerial picture that shows the airstrip in 1967. So the airstrip is right here and goes that way. You can pause the video if you want to read that. Yeah, and here it shows the jet taking off. That was Air Force One at the time. That is the thing that showed the direction of the wind for the pilots coming in. Now you can pause it if you want to read that. I'll get a little bit closer. Just pause it to read it. Yeah, this is a plane that used to carry LBJ around. It's a 4-engine jet. Air Force One. So it was a Lockheed Jetstar. 605 miles an hour. So it used to carry fuel in the wing and on these big pods here on both sides. 2 engines on each side.
So cramped.
Alright, so that's what the cockpit looks like. You can see the 4 throttles. This is the inside where the president would be. That's what it looked like from the front and the right side of the plane. The president had his own jukebox.
Up there at the end of the runway was an RV park. Over here was an RV park. And then there's some buildings down there go a bit further, like the Jordan place. There's some housing behind there. The majority of people live in the surrounding areas. We haven't built but it's just 15 there. People who live outside.
There's a 70-foot cord.
First time here?
So he had an all-terrain hunting vehicle built, and it actually had a wet bar and a rifle racks in the back seat. And here it is. Lincoln. It's Lincoln Continental convertible. I don't know, but here is his amphibious car. So this is the Texas White House. And this old oak tree out front is where the kids of the president used to climb up and hang from. They had a lot of fun. And in the background you can see a pool. I'll walk over this way. You can actually see it. Right there. You can pause the video if you want to read that. So this is the view if you looked out the windows of the Texas White House. This was actually the Secret Service headquarters while the president was here. This was the back of the Texas White House, and I'll show you something very special in just a moment. When the president had guests, he would pour cement into a square, and then he would have the people sign their names. Scooter Miller. Kurt LeMay, 1957. There it is. Hopefully you can see that. It's Alan B. Shepard. He was an astronaut. Gus Grissom is there too. Pretty cool.